one of the biggest mistakes most lawyers make when preparing a title document in Nigeria, especially lawyers that are not property lawyers. One of the most important documents you get when you buy a property in Nigeria is what we call a title document. A title document is that document that actually transfers title from the previous owner to the new owner. So that means a title document is that document that you present to actually show that the person you bought that property from has actually transferred title of that property to you. Hear me carefully. Now, when you buy a property and you get a title document, there is a part of that title document that is very important to that property transaction. Personally, I consider this part to be a good foundation for a property title. Okay, this part is so important that if your property should go to court in the future, this particular part will help the court to trace the history of that property, making it easy for you to defend that property title. This part is what we call a recital. A recital is that part in your document that shows a breakdown of the history of that particular property you just bought. This helps you understand how far the property has gone in the market before it got to you. Stay with me. Now, don't forget there are a number of ways to actually own property legally in Nigeria, not just buying a loan. We'll talk about that in other videos. There are more than 3 ways to own property legally apart from buying. Now, the recital will show you how the previous owner got to own that property before you actually get to buy it. With this knowledge, you can understand that every property has a history because you are not the first person that actually bought this property. When your property gets to court, then you get to understand how important a property recital is. You see, there is a principle in law that says in Latin, nemo dat quod non habet. Nemo dat quod non habet simply means in English as a man cannot give away that which he does not have. This simply means only the rightful owners of a property can legally transfer ownership to another person. The mistake most lawyers make when they prepare a property document is that when they get to the part of the recital, they only name Mr. A as the beneficial owner of the property and they list Mr. A hereby transfer interest to Mr. B. The question there is, who did Mr. A buy that property from? And who did that person buy the property from before it actually got to Mr. B? Now, this is where the importance of a property recital comes in because it gives you a detailed history of the ownership of that property, thereby saving you a lot of stress in the future if your property has a dispute in court. Remember, as long as the law is concerned, a property document is meant to speak for itself in court, and it cannot do that without a properly prepared recital. The next time you buy a property, make sure that recital is in check and you are good to go. Now, if you have not followed this page, please do well to follow this page and click the notification button so that you can get important information about getting property genuinely in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Samson Adakole and this is Sam Royal Property Insights. Have a nice day.